This weekend in the Valley Preferred Cycling Center was the U.S. Women's Open for the Chairman's Cup, a fantastic night with inline skating intermissions, courtesy of Mackenzie Brown. Loved having that on track. We hope to have that in the future. We started off the night with 500-meter chariot qualifications. 4 heats took to the track, only the top 2 moving through to the Chariot Finals. We then saw the men take the track for their first Rider of the Year event in the 8K points race. Gentlemen taking to the track saw Tom Rotherham scoring points early, taking the initial lead, but a counter move by Justin But Savage and Lachlan Holiday separated themselves. That gave But Savage an opportunity to score 10 maximum points on the final lap and getting his first Friday night win of the season. We saw the 500-meter Chariot Finals take the track where Jessica Chong tried to hit out early ahead of the sprinters, but it was the professional Japanese Keirin rider Maddie Godby back in T-Town who ended up taking the victory over Colleen Gulick. Maddie Godby gets herself into the Rider of the Year point standings with that result. After an inline skating intermission, women took to the track again for an 8K points race, another Rider of the Year event. In that race, we saw Colleen Gulick take the race victory, stealing points away from Sean Fulton, which would become pivotal later in the night. The Rotherham brothers were back on track for their final race of Matt Rotherham's T-Town experience with a 3K scratch race. The Rider of the Year event did suit the Rotherhams, and they proved as much, where Matt Rotherham and Tom Rotherham separated themselves clearly from the rest, Matt Rotherham taking the victory before he heads back to Great Britain. The women took to the track for their final race of the night, which was a 3K scratch race, which was a Rider of the Year event. This event proved critical in their overall standings of Rider of the Year, as Colleen Gulick hit out early to try to stave off the sprint of Sean Fulton, which has been so strong all season, and if strategy worked, Gulick dug deep, and she was able to hold off the New Zealander by just less than half of a tire here, right at the line. She now pulls into the lead for Rider of the Year, so you have to join us this Friday for Keirin Revenge to see how Rider of the Year plays out.